what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spend about 10 to 15 minutes going over thriving while you're on this journey to success. And I'm going to preface it by saying I know there's different people on this call. There's people on this call that, you're looking at the $10 one time out of pocket and how, I'm going to call the Monumatic Marketing Machine Triple M or M Cubed, how M Cubed can help you out and help you build a community. And then there's other people on here who are like, you know what, I kind of want to learn all this stuff too. And there's other people still who are more entrepreneurial and are like, you know what, I really like this tool. How can I kind of combine this tool with things I can do with PopG to make my community work better, kind of make it more of a, you see this infinity picture in the middle of the page here. And then what would be some steps I could do to make it grow faster so that when the triple M kicks in, things just move quicker and I can fill up more hives and bring more people in and help more people out. So what we wanted to do is really kind of have a little bit of a talk on exactly what that is. Now, because we're talking about money, every time we talk about money, we're always going to talk about a disclaimer. So the following examples are for illustration purposes only and are not a guarantee of the commissions you will receive or the size of community you will build. What a person receives is based on their individual work ethic and other factors beyond your control. Okay, back to normal voice. So there's 3 steps to thrive. And step 1, now, while you wait for the triple M to kick in, and I'm going to talk about that at the end and what that takes. There's 3 simple tasks that you can choose to do. Number 1, and what I would strongly suggest for everyone, because there's a tremendous amount of information that you can get for free that can help you immediately start building a community. Log into PopG, watch the 5-minute video that teaches you what's going on there, and really participate in its growing educational culture. Just immerse yourself in the overviews. Get to know what's going on. If you're going to be in a position to ultimately promote the growth of your hive, you certainly want to have an idea of where the money's coming from. So I hope each of you would make a decision as an entrepreneur to, really get into the community tool chest that we have in the back office. And there's, 20 or 30 videos that you can start learning everything you need to know. Take 1 video a day for 5 or 10 minutes or whatever you want. The greatest thing is that the information's there for you to be able to devour if you truly want to be in a position to devour it. Number 2, since all the income derives from Fast Track and Infinity pay plans, learn how to make either supplemental or significant income. It really is up to you. If you want to make supplemental income, $200 to $500, $600 a month, or significant income of, 5 to 10 to 20, 30,000 bucks a month, whatever that is, that's ultimately based on your goals and your dreams. And for some of you, you might decide to purchase a Fast Track, and we've had many people who have come to our overviews and have done that over the last 10, 15 days, or Infinity. And at that point, you're like, you know what, I really love this tool. It's a great tool. And this is exactly what I do, is when a person comes in with me at 39 or 135, what I do is I actually, from my wallet, pay it forward for them to actually come into 10 to Infinity. So that's how I kind of, have a greater value or benefit to say, hey, you really need to kind of take a look at this tool so we can, really build this fast together and fill up these hives and, and do stuff like that. So you can add $10 to $20 and pay it forward to a friend into 10 to Infinity. It just makes the hives fill quicker. So that would be step 1. Step 2, while you wait for MMM to kick in, we're showing the Infinity here, put a little gumption into this, your hive's going to fill up quickly because it's $10, right? And with each additional hive that you get, 10 to Infinity has the ability to reinvest a portion of the proceeds into filling older empty hive positions. So not only are you benefiting, but the hive filling actions that you're doing in your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th hive, if that's something that you choose to do, are benefiting others. So the cool thing with this is that step 1 and 2 work very, very well with each other. And the reason why I only put the Infinity, loop on this page was, think of that like a closed marketing system. You know, even before MMM kicks in, it's really just this closed marketing system that you have the ability to really start to exacerbate based on people coming into the, coming into the business. So at that point, you got some happy campers. Everybody's happy. Hives are being filled, you know, $39 positions. At that point, you've got an extra 39 bucks. What are you going to do with it? You know, you can help a friend come right in at Fast Track at that point with your second hive. Maybe you want to take $30 of that and help 3 more people come in at $10 and 10 to infinity. Whatever it is, it is. The greatest thing is it's your choice. It's your money. You can do whatever you want to do with that. And then step 3, let's talk a little bit about what Triple M is and how we need to understand what the large list additions are and how they're going to help us out. I think you already understand how it's going to help us out, but moreover, what it takes to be able to do that. Because a lot of people, you know, you kind of hear something and it's like, whoa, that sounds awesome. But you don't sit down and really kind of sit down and like logically think about and go, okay, how are these guys going to do this? What does it take to get this done? And, you know, with respect to transparency, if you have an opportunity to understand that, then it's easier for you to make decisions to be able to move on with respect to what you want to do financially with your life. So let's understand the Triple M or the M Cube launch cycle. So we got our one-time fee here. I love that picture. So this is for large lists. So this would be lists of like 10, 20, 50, 100, 300,000 from whether it's universities or whatever it is. You know, I know that JC has a bunch of different individuals who are looking at, you know, being in a position to put this through right now, which is really, really exciting. But this is how it has to go down. So each owner has a specific niche market. Some are going to be, you know, maybe universities. Maybe some are people who've had a marketing company for a very, very long time. You know, that marketed, you know, whatever they marketed, it doesn't matter. The bottom line is that every single list is going to have a different group of people who are a part of that list for a certain reason, a specific reason. So that would be the specific niche market. Now, what needs to happen is when those individuals agree to say, hey, yeah, this is a great idea, let's help everyone out. What has to happen at that point is each market needs to have the subject line, so that's the line at the top of the emails, and the content needs to be split tested in order to ensure maximum amount of open emails. And of course, people who are deciding that, man, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, this marketing machine. Let's do this. This is awesome. Let's go, go, go. And then at that point, things start to happen with respect to filling up the oldest hives. So there's work involved in getting that done. There's testing involved in getting that done. You know, and so with the email execution and follow-up as that ensues, what ultimately allows for the MMM benefactor filling of those older empty spaces. So I hope this gives you a little bit of an idea that it's not something that you just kind of, you know, throw water on and all of a sudden the big huge Jack and the Beanstalk grows. You're like, wow, everybody's, you know, it's here, let's go. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a few weeks for, you know, for a large list to be properly procured. Because at the end of the day, if you're thinking about as an entrepreneur, you know, entrepreneurs, and I hope you guys have a long mindset. I hope you have a longevity mindset, a mindset that you can be in a place and you can have a home, because that's certainly what we're building here at PopG for a really, really long time. And so as more and more of these large lists come to fruition, and we get into all of the split testing and everything that happens, it's going to happen faster because, of course, 10 to infinity and the people who are running it are going to be, they're going to learn and get better and better and better at doing it, which ultimately will help to fill up more spaces in those hives. However, during that time, those, you know, couple weeks or few weeks or whatever it is, you have an opportunity, if you choose to make things go faster. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to spend a few minutes with you tonight, is just to give you those options so you had an opportunity to look at it and figure out kind of what do you want to do now. So as the Triple M is launching, really you have an awesome choice that's in front of you. You can have supplemental or significant income. a couple hundred, 600 bucks a month, or thousands to tens of thousands of dollars a month. At the end of the day, we'll facilitate that, and the value of Fast Track and the value of Infinity, plus a culture, a growing culture that we're in the process of implementing now, to ultimately give you a home deciding upon what you want to do. You can make income slow. So you can sit there and go, you know what, I paid 10 bucks. I'm happy. It's cool. I'll wait for this thing to happen. And as it happens, my hive gets filled. I'll come on over. And, if you want to build that way, it's wonderful. There's nothing wrong with that. However, there's some of you are sitting here going, you know what, I kind of need money now, and I'd like to do this now. And this, as you get to know the pay plan with PopG and understand it, it's at that point you go, man, you know what, I'm paying 39 bucks. Let's go, 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 go. 10 bucks. Let's fill these hives. Let's go. And you can be one of those people who can't sleep like me for the last 9 months as we put this together. So that might be you. And if that's you, that's a wonderful thing. So you have the opportunity at that point through your choice. You look in the mirror, you make the choice. It's up to you. All members, we're always working together. And at the end of the day, when you look in that mirror, it's your choice to either allow the world to happen around you, or you can create that and you can simply make that happen. So that's all I really wanted to talk about, Victoria. We're going to put this into a couple of videos. I'm actually going to split the video up. So this will be a specific video on the Thrive, and then we'll have the video on your question. And I'll go into the back office and I'll do some editing to make sure that happens. But with respect to that, we didn't want to take too much more of your time. Let me just see. It is 7:44. That's enough time for tonight. So this will be available in 24 hours for you guys. Victoria will send out an email to you. But at the end of the day, let's go have some fun together. Whatever you choose, we're going to be here long-term at PopG to be able to support you and move with you in your endeavor. Now, we're going to do another one of these on Wednesday night. So if you had a bunch of people, we only had a 100-person room tonight. So if you had a bunch of people who are calling you and saying, hey, I can't get in, what the heck's going on, I can't get in, please get a hold of Victoria with respect to that. Sorry, Victoria, for throwing you under the bus. Give her a quick text, and she'll come back to me and say, Russ, put a, throw another 300 or 400 people, so we can open up the room a little bit more. I just wanted to test what was going on there. So, Victoria, I'm going to turn it back over to you, and you can close things off.
Okay, well, thank you, Russ. I appreciate all the information, and so does, I'm sure, our members do. As you said, there are many, many wonderful things that we have access to in PopG. And by going through 10 to Infinity, we have a way to help everyone, whether they come in directly into PopG or they come in through 10 to Infinity. We have a way to help everyone to be able to have a successful home-based business.